Hello from Myrtle Beach. Today we are at Broadway at the beach. As you can see, we're starting out in the Avenue District. We are going to take you around and show you everything that's new and also show you a lot of the existing fun here at Broadway at the beach. Hi, I'm Carmen. If you're new here, we cover everything in Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. And if you're a return viewer, welcome back. We are so glad to have you with us. It is a gorgeous day here, and we are going to show you everything about Broadway at the beach, especially the new stuff today. If you're not familiar with Broadway at the beach, it's a huge entertainment area here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And they have bars, restaurants, entertainment. They've got Dave & Buster's right behind me. We've got a wonderful magic show here, Wonders Theater. There's also another theater here as well. So just all kind of rides, all kinds of fun stuff to do. It's just a fun entertainment area, and it's all around a lake. So you've got some nice views while you're walking around too. It's actually so big that if you walk the whole thing, it's about 1.25 miles. But don't worry, there's tons and tons of free parking here. So if you're not able to walk that far, you can just drive your car around to the different places that you would like to go. So this Avenue District I mentioned, this is where a lot of the bar restaurants are. So like some of these are restaurants, some of them are bars, some of them are bars and restaurants, but it's sort of a congregation. And depending on the time of the year, sometimes they sort of have live music, like right back there behind me at Dave & Buster's. They put up a stage back there. So it's kind of a fun area. There you've got Wahlburgers. We've eaten at Wahlburgers. We've eaten at Hard Rock Cafe over here. Definitely like both of them. Me personally, I like Hard Rock just a little better, but they're both good. And there's lots of other options here if those are not your cup of tea. So this is actually the huge area we want to talk about. And just since our last video, they've already made a huge change right here. The fountain is gone. We thought they were going to take it out. We could tell last time they were doing some marking and stuff. It is gone. There used to be a nice fountain here. I'll try to find a shot and put that up right here so you can see what it used to look like. But that is really crazy to see that gone. The other huge news, which we brought to you in our last video, is the Key West Grill and also Johnny Rockets. Johnny Rockets was sort of right here. Key West Grill is right down here. We'll go down there and show you even more down that way. Those are now gone. Actually, let's walk up here on the bridge first and take a look, because sometimes we can see a better view this direction. So what they have said is that possibly, this has not been confirmed, possibly there will be a distillery and a brewery moving into the spot. But like I said, that has not been confirmed. We will keep you apprised of that. If you're not familiar with us, we are local here. And even before that, we had a vacation home here in Myrtle Beach for 20 years. So we are very familiar with the area. And if you'd like to learn more about Myrtle Beach, definitely tune into our channel, because we put 1 to 2 videos out a week. And so we can keep you up to date with everything that is going on. And we definitely keep up to date with Broadway on a regular basis. So we will keep you posted as this construction continues, because it's pretty exciting. This is a pretty major change. I know some of you agreed with me. I used to like the Key West Grill. It closed down in 2019, but I actually used to like it. And Johnny Rockets was always fun seeing them sing and dance and do all their stuff. So you can see the demolition is continuing to move along here. And they've added this barricade right here. Not just that barricade, but this barricade. Brian just pointed out they also got rid of the dock right there. So they've still been making changes. They've added a bunch of land over there. We will go so we can get a different view of that. But when you look further over that direction, they have actually made land that used to be part of this lake. So pretty interesting. So yeah, they're getting rid of all the floating parts, which makes sense. That's got to be a maintenance nightmare, and turning it into solid ground, so to speak. But this is a huge property. So if this is one thing, it is going to be really big. So let's go that direction and take a look from the other side. Here are some Broadway kitties. We're right next to roosters. I always get questions about where they are. They are hanging out here. We have noticed a lot of them are getting their ears clipped. So those of you who are worried about them, they are apparently neutering and spaying them. So that's good stuff. And so we're gonna go over and check out the construction over here now. It's funny, I think now the better views over here. It used to be up on that bridge, but now we're a lot closer. And so they've put up these temporary guardrails to keep people from falling off of this. But yeah, they have added a lot of land, and they're obviously still working on it. This is gonna be a long project. I can tell you that right now. People have asked me when this will be completed. There are no dates on that yet, no estimates, so I will definitely we'll both keep you up to date on that. If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up. We greatly appreciate that. It helps other people find our videos. Also, if you'd like to see what used to be here in our What's New at Broadway at the Beach in 2025 video that just came out in January, I actually dug out some old footage of when the Key West Grill used to be here. So if you'd like to see that and when Johnny Rockets was here, just go check out that video. We show everything in that video. If you ever want to find one of our videos, it's pretty easy to do. All you have to do is go to YouTube, type in Carmen and Brian Myrtle Beach, and then whatever topic you like. So in this case, What's New at Broadway at the Beach in 2025. That'll pop up and you can check out that footage of what the Key West Grill used to look like. So you'll know, what has changed here. But what's really interesting and what's hard to visualize is up there where that equipment is, that is where Key West Grill. So there's two different pieces of equipment. That was Key West, and then the one further down was Johnny Rockets. This was water. So this is brand new land. This did not used to exist at all. But yeah, they've gotten rid of that platform, and that's just in the last month that Key West was sitting on top of. It was sort of up over the water. So that's a pretty significant change, and I just can't get over all this land they've added. So whatever they're putting here is going to be huge, or maybe they're putting more than one thing. We just don't know yet. We'll definitely keep you posted on that. We're going to walk over here and check out more of Broadway at the Beach. Also, by the way, there is a playground here, and that is free. So you can just come here and bring your kids to play on this playground if you're interested. And conveniently, they have a toy store right across from the playground. Correction, they may or may not have a playground anymore. They've gotten rid of the entrance to the playground, so they may be getting rid of this too. Again, we'll keep you posted, but yeah, there's no entrance to the playground right now, so don't come here expecting there to be a playground. Like I said, they may keep it or they may be getting rid of it. This store right here is fairly new. We've given you a tour in one of our past videos. This is the Beach House. They have sort of beach clothes, beach decor for your home. So that's a pretty neat shop that opened within the last year. As always, we have to give a shout out to Ripley's Aquarium. We're not affiliated with them or anything, but we do have annual passes there. It's one of our favorite places here in Myrtle Beach. We go there quite often. It's just a really great aquarium. And a lot of you talk, well, it's expensive, and I'm not gonna argue that point. The annual pass is a great deal if you come here often. But if you don't, be sure you ask for discounts. They have amazing teacher discounts, they have military discounts, veterans discounts, senior discounts. So be sure you ask about the discounts if you're gonna visit. Here's this beautiful view over the lake. So you can see the construction right there where those yellow markers are. You can see the Ferris wheel. I get some questions about that Ferris wheel as to whether it or the Sky Wheel is bigger. The Sky Wheel is actually much bigger than this Ferris wheel, but this Ferris wheel still has some really great views. It's still really fun, and if you want even better views, we'll pass it and I'll show it to you. There's Speed XXL over there. It's a thrill ride, but my nephew and Brian have both ridden it and said you can see the ocean from that. Now we're heading to another new section here. First, we're going to pass a few classic parts of Broadway, which we'll show you, and then we'll head over to the new Key West shops. We do get a lot of questions about what to do with kids, both in Myrtle Beach and at Broadway at the Beach. There are a lot of things here to do with kids. There's rides, there's WonderWorks, there's the aquarium. But this is one we forget to mention sometimes because I think it's sort of hidden behind the aquarium. But this is Dinosaurs. It's a attraction that I think is mostly geared, I would say it's mostly geared towards kids, but definitely something to check out if you have little ones. Also, if you're looking for more ideas that are family friendly, we have a whole video dedicated to the whole Myrtle Beach area. Just again, search for Carmen and Brian Myrtle Beach family friendly, and that will come up. And we give you all kinds of ideas. So that's the Hampton Inn straight across. We stayed there several times. Definitely recommend it. Great place to stay right here at Broadway at the Beach. You're only about a little mile and change from the beach itself. So really good location, nice water views if you stay on this side. That does cost more, of course. And then here is the Margaritaville. It's Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville restaurant. If you haven't seen our Ocean Boulevard videos, they are actually planning, they're still in the planning stages, not for sure yet, but they are working with the city to plan to build a Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville Resort that's oceanfront and also second row, which is across the street from the ocean. So we'll definitely keep you posted. You just check out our Ocean Boulevard videos and we will keep you posted on that and let you know what's going on. And now we are to the Key West shops as promised. These are fairly new. This section's new. There are some that are still not even open yet. We'll show you those buildings and tell you what we know about it. Right here, this used to be a flip-flop shop. That is empty right now. It still says lease pending, so we'll let you know what comes there next. Here is the new wheelchair and scooter rental area, and this is also the new location for the Savannah Bee Company. They moved. This is the location for the Starbucks here at Broadway at the beach. We get a lot of questions about where can I find a Starbucks. Also, this is the nicest restrooms at Broadway. I'm not talking about the ones inside restaurants. I mean the ones that are run by Broadway at the beach. New's always better with restrooms. I don't know why that is. Here's the Pineapple Hut. They have pineapple soft serve and other treats. We've got Insomnia cookies, and this is the new location for guest services. They used to be over by Pavilion Central, which is where some of the thrill rides I mentioned are, but they have moved over here now. This is definitely a good location. Now you're seeing just a bit of PopStroke. That is it's not really mini golf, it's more just like putting for people who are golfers. I'm not saying you couldn't have fun if you just want to do like mini golf, but this is not, it doesn't have all those, you know, decorations and windmills and stuff you usually see with miniature golf. This is more designed for sort of serious golfers who want to work on their putting. And we've given a full tour of this, so you can look that up on our channel. We show you everything that they have there. They actually have multiple bars and restaurant. It's pretty neat, but it's set back way over there, so it's not close to the central area you walk around. Here's the hangout. The one reason I want to mention this, it's been open a couple of years, 2-3 years now, but they also have this huge amphitheater over here. And in the summer or warmer months, they have free music out here, and you can just come, you don't have to eat at the restaurant, you just come over here and enjoy the music. So I wanted to mention that to you. And then over here's the new locations for Mulligan Golf. That is their new location. They used to be a different area. And then this building is the one that has brand new, and they haven't put a tenant in yet, but we saw the new tenant coming in. Is called Socks and Bottoms. And hey, just since last month, they've started putting some stuff inside. So it looks like they're getting closer and closer to opening. Again, we will totally keep you posted on this, and we will go in once they open. This is like a pop culture underwear and sock shop. It's exactly what you would think, but it's like fun pop culture stuff. They have a location in Las Vegas. We looked them up. So that's pretty cool. We'll check that out when they open. And there's Pura Vida. And then here's more of PopStroke. The pricing for PopStroke is a little pricier than you would think too for putt. That's why I say it's kind of different. It's not the same. You pay a flat fee. I think in these prices change all the time, so definitely check out their website. But you pay like $25 in the off season and $30 in the main season, but you can play all day once you pay that fee. It's not like a one round type thing. But that changes all the time, so definitely look it up. So here is their sign right behind this trash can. Not the best location. So you go right down there to get to the entrance to PopStroke. We're going to continue on and check out what else is new here at Broadway. We actually brought this to you last June, so this is not super new news, but if you haven't been here in a while and you missed the other videos where we talked about it, I want to make sure you realize the Simpsons 4D Theater has closed, as well as the Quickie Mart, which was their gift shop. Still no word on what's going in there next. We will keep you posted. But that has been vacant since last June. They actually just suddenly closed with no announcement or anything. They just closed. And right behind it is Joe's Crab Shack. We actually like Joe's. They have some nice over-the-water seating and some good seafood. I like their crab pots, and I think Brian likes their fried seafood, so that's a fun place to go. Also new at the Broadway Theater, they have changed back to the Jersey Nights show. They were having sort of a winter-themed Cirque show, but now it is back to Jersey Nights. Also, if you would like to see a full tour of Broadway at the Beach, we have you covered. It's on our channel. Just, again, go search for Carmen and Brian Myrtle Beach, Broadway at the Beach full tour. Just put the words full tour. And we actually show you the entire, 1.25 miles all the way around. So if you want to see every little detail, we definitely have that. On these monthly videos, we try to cover the latest and greatest and also point out some of the fan favorites and things that people like to see, but just keep you up to date on that. But at least once a year, we put out a full tour, especially when there's a lot of new stuff. This is Pavilion Central. This is where the old guest services used to be, right over here in this building. They have a few thrill rides over here, as well as some fair style rides. And they got the classic swings for the whole family. So it's a little bit of everything, but we'll also show you a more child-friendly ride area as well. We've mentioned before, there are two retroactives here. There's a part 1 and part 2. Part 2 is the 90s, 2000s, and today. And the other one's the 70s and 80s, which we like. Unfortunately, this one is closing. It says retroactive part 2 will close its doors for good in 2025. But if you can catch them right now, they got to sell for 50% off everything in the store. So that's a pretty good deal. So it's a lot of pop culture type items. So good deal if you're into that. Definitely check it out before they close if you get the chance. Here's the old location for the Savannah Beat Company. No word on what's coming in there next. We will definitely keep you posted. If you are not a Starbucks fan, definitely check out Social Coffee Shop. It is right here. This is the old Starbucks location a long, long time ago. I mean, like many, many years ago. And then over here, this continues to be a mystery. This went from a lease pending to a lease state. Still don't know. Still don't know what's happening here. Nothing obvious other than they did put up some more construction walls, but it still doesn't look like they're really doing anything. That used to be the old Liberty Tavern, if you're not familiar with that. Again, we will absolutely keep you posted on that. This Coastal Outfitter store is pretty new. There's actually two Coastal Outfitters here, which I find confusing. They are different stores. This one's the Coastal Outfitters Outdoor and Resort Wear. The other one's like a very slightly different name, but pretty similar, but that's a pretty new store as well. Those of you looking for restaurant recommendations, this is another one we would recommend. The Grumpy Monk. We've eaten there a few times. They have some nice water, outdoor seating if you're into that. They've got burgers, they've got sushi, and they keep like 33 or some number of unique craft beers on tap, and they rotate the selection so it's not the same every time. So if you enjoy craft beer, definitely a place you want to check out. And that is a locally owned restaurant. There are two of them in this area, I think. They might have three now, but there's definitely two. There's one on 501 near the Tanger outlets as well. So if you're over that way, you could check it out there. Up here, we've got the Kentucky Mist Distillery, and then straight ahead is the pavilion area with the rides I mentioned that has the child-friendly or family-friendly rides. Obviously, they have the beautiful Ferris wheel. That is a fun ride. We have ridden that, and yes, we have a video of that on our channel if you'd like to check out what the full ride looks like. But also, they have all these child-friendly, kid-friendly rides here. These really cute, adorable balloons. They've got the Myrtle Turtle roller coaster for children, seaside swings, another carousel. There was a carousel back at the Key West shops too. That's the old one from the pavilion. This is a different carousel. Then they also have a bunch of flat and spinner rides that are kid friendly. And then I mentioned earlier when I was talking about things that are kid friendly, WonderWorks. I'll show you this from the front and talk about it a little bit more. All right, here is the front of WonderWorks, and that is a kid friendly sort of edutainment place. There's a lot of stuff to do there. It's a lot of fun. And then over here, you can get on the jet boat rides here. That's a fun activity. They don't run it all year, but they do run it when it's a popular time, even in the off season. So, if it's a holiday or something, there's a lot of people here, they will still run those, or if it's like a really nice warm day. So that's a fun thing to do if you're here. And also, I want to ask those of you who've been here a long time, like we have, do you remember the ferry? It was the Broadway ferry that would take you from, I believe it was here, from this dock. Was it from here, Brian?
Here all the way.
Here, all the way over to Margaritaville, way across. So you see that Hampton Inn way over there. The Margaritaville is just to the left of that. What was it called? The Broadway?
I think Miss Broadway.
Miss Broadway, that's right. So if you remember the Miss Broadway ferry, let us know in the comments. I wish they still had it because it was free and it was fun just to ride. I mean, even if you didn't need to ride it to get over there, it was just fun. So actually they are open today. That boat is currently running and they asked us if we wanted to ride. They'll ask you as you walk by. So it's actually open today and we're in the off season and it's maybe 60s today. It's really nice today. It is a nice temperature, but I'm surprised. I think it would be a little cool zipping over the water today. Here's Kilwin's. My nephews gave that 2 thumbs up. They had some treats there and definitely said that was good. So we're heading toward the avenue again where we saw that demolition, but there's actually more construction around here as well. We're going to get a closer look at that as we walk by. Got Aunt Annie's, got Wet Willie's. So where you see Wet Willie's and Fat Tuesdays, that's sort of where the avenue area starts with the bars and the bar restaurants. And there's a Senior Frogs here as well. But right up here, it looks like, we'll keep you posted, but it looks like they're continuing their work with replacing the cement. They've been systematically tearing up the cement, the just plain cement that you see in front of us, and replacing it with either pavers or brickwork or various materials, but they look better than this plain old cement. And I'm guessing that is what they are continuing over here. So if you need the ATM, you're out of luck right now. That is sort of off limits. But there is another way right over there where it says have fun to get into Senior Frog. So I assume they're still open. Breaking news, they have actually started working on the land development for the Surfworks water park that's going to go right here where the old Palace Theater was located. If you'd like to learn more about Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.